much for joining me. And today I've got, we've been speaking to the personalities that matters. We've been speaking to the Black Stars coach Kwesi on several occasions, but we're doing something a bit different today. I've got Audrey Appiah here, who came for holidays in Ghana, so I just want to chit chat with her. Audrey, thank you so much for joining me. How have you been?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. How's it like, let me just first start it this way. How's it like your dad being a national team coach?
It's actually a great opportunity because, as I said, not a lot of people know he's my dad, which is the okay part about it. So I can come to Ghana and feel free. Whereas in London, people are like, yeah, that's Kwesi Appiah's daughter kind of thing. So your movements and stuff are kind of, you watch it because you know you don't want someone to stand somewhere and be like, Kwesi Appiah's daughter, look at what he's doing and stuff. But it's great because I love it when I come to Ghana and I go out with them. Most people think I'm his girlfriend because me and my dad, we like friends. We speak, we play about. Even when I see him, I call him, I'm like, Daddy, what's up? It's that cool, you know. We've got a father and daughter relationship, but I love it. Like, I can't ask for any other father. Like, he's the best.
The pressure that comes with a national team job, does it sometimes affect the family?
Well, I don't really listen to the Ghana station. I see as every female, male, child, everybody sees themselves as, why didn't the coach do this? Why didn't the coach do that? So I don't seem to pay much of attention to it. Whereas my mom, the Peace FM is her favorite. Peace FM is her favorite station. Every morning she wakes up from 5 o'clock. She listens to Peace through the whole day. She can't be like, hey, they said Daddy's done this. Hey, they said Daddy's this and that. And then she go pick up the phone and call Dad and be like, Dad, they said this and this and that. So Kwesi almost to say, I'm like, Mom, stop calling this man. Like, one thing I love about my dad is he doesn't listen to radio stations because he knows that people would have something to say. So he kind of puts that part aside. Like, as you said, it's kind of hard to even get him to do an interview because obviously if he says something now, he might get twisted and turned and said into something else. So he kind of pulls back with that. But my mom, she loves listening to radio and everything. She take it personal. It's a lot. But me and my sisters, nah, we don't really. It does hurt a bit to see someone stand somewhere and speak down on your dad and stuff like that. But I take it as human beings. You can't never please everybody. So
okay, but since maybe he took over as a national team coach, has your interest in the Ghana Black Stars increased?
It has because before you never catch me sitting down watching football. Even though I support Manchester United, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. So whereas if Ghana's playing, I would be like, oh yeah, Ghana's playing today. Because you get your friends BBing you, they're like, hey, have you seen your dad on TV? And you're like, oh, let me go and see him on TV, you know. Since it's his passion and his job, we kind of support him in everything he does, you know. And God keeps taking him from grace to grace every day, so, you know.
Has there been any occasion, maybe he comes home or he calls you and he asks you, especially maybe in tournaments, and he asks you that who your best players were in the tournament?
We don't really have that kind of conversation. Like, you ask me, did you watch it? And I'll be like, yeah. And then he'll be like, oh, like how did you see the game? And I was like, yeah, the boys were good. And then sometimes if let's say someone made a mistake, I'll be like, why did this person do that? And sometimes it'll be like, oh, maybe pressure or something like that. And then we just laugh about it or we just move on. Whoever he chooses to play a certain role, he knows how good the person is in that role. That's why he chooses that person to play that role. So, you know, I kind of allow him to do his job, and if it goes right, yeah, he'll be about it. But if it doesn't, he kind of sees where he needs to make his corrections next time, and then we pick it up.
But have you ever suggested any player to him, like, oh, I like this player, Daddy, he has to be in your team?
Not really. My mom, mostly when Ghana's playing, my mom's sometimes at work, but if she's not at work, she's most likely to watch it. And when she watches it, my mom sometimes she watches it from the beginning. And when, like, let's say the score Ghana one, it's like, hey, no, the pressure is too much me to me. The pressure costs so. You know, she can't deal with the whole stress. So she'll go and sit in the kitchen. She'll be like, oh, dear, me show me one pie or more. And she'll be sitting there, she'll be making her phone calls. When Ghana scores, she'll come and watch it. She'll go and rejoice, and then she'll go back. But she can't sit down for a whole game. She doesn't have the heart. And I always asked her before, because obviously when she started dating my dad was into football already. So I asked her, like, so how did you used to do it? If you can't watch a football game now, how did you used to do it when he was playing? She's never been to the stadium. The only time she went to the stadium was when Ghana and England played. That we pulled her because we all went. So I was like, girl, you have to come. And even that car, she couldn't sit down for the whole game.
Because we're losing, and Asamoah scored that goal. Anyway, but I'm sure she is proud of your dad, his achievements.
She is. She's very proud of him. My mom loves to show off with her husband. She doesn't like it when we kind of take over, because I'm mostly chilling with my dad most of the time. So I mostly tell people that's my boyfriend. If they don't know this is my dad, I'm like, yeah, and never knew my boy, and I'm, you know, yeah, shukrum or whatever. But my mom loves to show my dad off. No two ways about that. Especially when dad comes to London, he's like, Kwesi, I'm quite sorry, you know, it's the whole I'm coming to church with my husband kind of thing, showing them off.
After the Ghana game with US, after the qualification, he was in London for church service. I saw that.
Yes. Our Bishop Francis Appiah had a Thanksgiving service for him. It was beautiful because we had most of the old players like CK James, Uncle Sarah Mensah was there. Like, so many people came. It was beautiful, and Dad sang in church for the first time. It was awkward.
How much pressure comes on the family, and maybe you in particular, when the team is not doing well?
I feel more stressed when Ghana loses games, because I feel like Ghana didn't score. All the pressure will be on the coach. And people now calling, Kwesi Appiah, you know, and it kind of brings me down sometimes. But Daddy, he's strong. I see him as a strong person, and everything Dad does is God first.
Audrey, tell me, what type of person is your dad? People see him as very reserved and calm. Is that so?
Dad has his days. He can be very quiet. There are days, during school times, you don't want to go to school and your teacher will call the house and be like, Audrey didn't do her homework, or Audrey did something. You're scared because of the way he is. You're even scared that
he doesn't talk.
Exactly. You're even scared that he would like shout at you, and he wouldn't shout. I see him as unique because things that would, let's say, get you angry in seconds, it takes him a while. He's very calm. Like, he's different. I don't know. Sometimes I look at him, I'm like, you what? Don't you have feelings? Like he always advises me to, like, you don't have to get angry about everything, just take your time.
Or has it gotten to the stage when you go like, the family come together and maybe you call him that, Daddy, you have to quit this national team job, maybe because of the backlash you receive from tournaments or maybe from games? Has there ever been a situation like that? My mom
is one, she can't take criticism, so she's always like, Kwesi Jamaica, you too much, like Jaina bra. But my dad, I see as his passion. That's what he loves. So you can't just come and say to him, oh, stop doing what you're doing and come and sit at home with us and look at our faces. Like, I see it as his job, it's his passion. He loves it. But whereas mom, she takes it more like Ghana formal name Kasa, or some of them don't know how to speak, which is true. As I said, you can't please everybody. So certain things, they might not say it the right way. They might say it, maybe what they're saying is right, but maybe the way they put it is not the right way. So you kind of, I see it as that's his job. That's what he loves. We leave him to it.
Would you have wished that your dad was not a national team coach?
I wouldn't wish that he wasn't. I love his job. Sometimes, even till this day, I keep telling him I want to be his personal assistant, and he keeps saying no. We support him in everything. So, see, as we keep supporting him in what he's doing, I always tell mom, like, Ghana phone the company, your baby on the country, let's leave him. Because if he didn't want to do it, he'd have quit a long time ago. But he's been in it, and now, by God's grace, he's taking Ghana to World Cup. We're praying that we go forward. much forward than we expect to go, you know. So hopefully we bring the cup home.
On a typical match day for the Black Stars, what are the emotions for you? What goes through your mind?
I will be very, very nervous. Just praying that Ghana wins. Literally, the whole day I'll just be like, because if we don't win, I don't like to see people like not bringing him down as such, because he doesn't pay attention to it. But just the fact that, you know, people are sitting somewhere saying Kwesi Appiah, you know, you know, and knowing that he's like one of the first black coaches, correct me if I'm wrong, to lead Ghana to the World Cup, I think is a great achievement, and I'm sure he wouldn't change it for anything. But on a normal football day, for
you personally, you wouldn't trade it for anything. You still maintain you want him to be a Black Star?
I want him to be a Black Star coach until he's ready to say I give up. Because it's stress, because before that he was going to be a coach, not his a pumping empire, but now no problem. Now he has to like cut Sakura and just leave his little bit hair.
So you've been teasing him.
I thought you've got grey hair now. He's like, no, I don't have grey hair. I was like, you do, you have grey hair a little bit by the side of your head. He's like, no. Because but you know, he loves his job. He does it. He puts everything into it, and you know, we're praying that we go further in the Black Star. I mean, in the Brazil, 2014. Hopefully, we get past the group stage, and this time we get to finals and bring the cup home. That's all we're praying about. So hopefully,
if you think he can lead this team throughout the group stages,
the groups are tough, like Portugal.
When you get to the World Cup, you see Cristiano Ronaldo.
I know. Portugal is well, as I'm saying, there's nothing that God, wherever God will take us, we praise him.
Have you spoken to him about the group that we are in?
I have.
And what did he say?
There's nothing that's not possible. Everything you put your mind to it is possible. So let's pray and see how far we can go. And he always tells us to pray, especially a day before his match. He calls us and be like, hey, tomorrow we are playing, or just make sure you guys pray for me. And we'll just be like, okay.
With that dressing sense, it has come under scrutiny sometimes. Anytime maybe the Black Stars are playing on touch, and people go like, what is Kwesi Appiah wearing? How do you take it sometimes?
I see it as it's funny, because my dad is not a tie person at all. In his life would he ever wear a tie. He mostly wear his polo shirt and put the collar up, or make him feel cool, he said. I was like, no, it's not cool. Or wear his like kaftan or his shirt. But like once they had a game, and my friend messaged me and he's like, hey, Audrey, no, today don't papa didn't easy crowd. And I was like, what is this man wearing? That day I didn't watch the game. I was like, what's this man wearing? And then I was like, send me a picture. She sent me a picture. This man's wearing a fat tie. I was like, So I called him. I was like, Dad, why did you wear that tie today? He's like, it's in your first game. And you know, no, some call it like smart, because of the actual suits or some suits. I was like, don't ever wear a tie. If you have to wear a tie, make sure someone does it for you. Make sure it's a small tie or something. Don't wear a big tie. He's like, oh, I didn't get fit. I was like, no. So since then, I think he had interviews and people asked him about the tie, and he was like, oh, my daughter said the tie is not nice. I was like, no, don't ever. So I see him as a shirt, no tie person, a shirt who opened the button, or a polo shirt person on his casual days. But you know, the tie is not for him at all. I told him, don't ever wear a tie.